Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. You are welcome back to another video. If today is your first time of stopping by, if today is your first time of seeing this amazing lovely face, you are so welcome to Stephy's Space. You are welcome back to another video. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for always returning. You guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make the yummiest, I know by the title you already know, and I know you can't wait to watch this video, how to make the yummiest Ugba porridge. Ugba is called African breadfruit. Yeah, African breadfruit. I don't know if they have American, I don't know, but I just saw it like Ugba translation. I saw African breadfruit. So I'll be showing you guys how to make Ugba porridge today, and this yummiest sauce I do make my words. After eating this Ugba, if you try this Ugba recipe I want to give to you, oh good, Harida. If you try this Ugba recipe I'm giving to you today, bet me. If you go to, okay, let me tell you something. See, Ugba is one of the most expensive Igbo food. Is it most expensive? It's among the most expensive Igbo food because yeah, it's quite expensive. You see the little one I got for 5,450. Yeah, 5,450. And I'll be making today. So it's among one of the most expensive Igbo food. And then if you go to any Igbo occasion or party and they are serving Ugba, they did not give you. They did not ask you, do you want to eat Ugba? Or we have Ugba in our menu. They did not tell you. Just know that you carry yourself go the party. Just know that now you carry yourself go the party. You are not a VVVIP. For you to eat Ugba as non-VIP, except you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that is in the party, or the people that made the food, what are they even calling them, caterers, abi, or the people serving the food. So today I want to show you how to make your own. In case if you go to a party and you are not served Ugba, you'll be like, oh, I can actually make a better, yummiest one. Yeah, so if this video is what you want to see, let's get into this video. So continue watching. Let's get into this video to make the yummiest Ugba porridge, okay? So these are the things I will use in making both the Ugba porridge and as well the Ugba sauce. So this is ogilisi. That is a grounded Scotch bonnet pepper. And then this is pepper soup spice. That is a local nutmeg, but I like using it for my Ugba sauce. Then this is washed bitter leaf. And then this is neatly washed or more I'll be using for the Ugba sauce as well. And then this is the Ugba itself for the sauce. That is for the Ugba sauce. And this is smoked catfish. But this catfish, I'll be sharing it into two parts. One I will break into pieces and use for the Ugba porridge, and the other one I'll just use it as a whole in the Ugba sauce. And then this is the main deal itself, the Ugba. So I got this one for 5,450 at the Banner supermarket. This is dried Ugba. As you can see, this is quite expensive though, and I'll be cooking this thing in just one cooking. So I'll just go ahead now to wash it. Yeah, so I'll put it inside a bowl and then wash it properly to remove the dirt, the dust, and whatever that is not needed in the Ugba. So I'll continue washing it until the water becomes so clear. If it becomes so clear, that's to tell you that the dust and then the dirt are all out. But since this is dried Ugba, I'll be soaking it for some time, at least 1 hour, to soften it, to help it to help the cooking process faster. But if you have wet Ugba, you can just keep this part. So this is it, how clear it is. I'm done washing it, so I'll just leave it. I'll just cover it in this bowl now with the water inside and let it stay for at least 1 hour before I'll continue cooking it. Yeah, so this is it. After, it's not even up to 1 hour, it's getting late, so I just decided to go ahead to start cooking it. I've added water to it, and then there's this say, I don't know, but they say if you put spoon inside it to help with the cooking, to help the cooking faster. So I just did that now, and let's see how it goes. And also I'll be adding edible potage. This is what they call a akam, but I think the English name is edible potage. I don't know, but I just saw it. So I'll be adding this edible potage. I'll just mix it with water and then sieve out the water. I'll just pour the water into the okwa. The okwa started boiling, so yeah, so this is it. I'm putting the edible potage inside the water, just the water. I'm trying to save it so the sand won't go into the okwa. So yeah, you still see our spoon, Abby. Let's see how it goes now. I'll just cover it and come back in 30 minutes. So I'm back after 30 minutes. Let's see how it goes. So you see, I think it's working. The potage and the spoon. I don't know the one that is making the okwa done fast, but it's really working. Being that it's dried okwa is really, really working. Yeah. So this is it. I think after 10 minutes or so, it's getting softer. And in this process, some people just go ahead to remove the water, like they'll be eating the okwa and drinking the water. But me, I don't do that. I'll just let everything cook and dry. Yeah, just like so. I think it's okay. So now I'll just remove the spoon and then just go ahead and start adding things. First, I'll be adding the dry fish. I'll start adding the things I need. So this is dry fish too, from the 4 cats smoked fish I showed in the beginning of the video. So that is the pepper. I'll also be adding other things. Yeah, in this the ingredients, there's also maggi and salt. That's seasoning cubes and salt. So this is me adding salt to it, and then I'll just stir it. So I'll just stir it and test it to see how the taste is, if it's okay. But I'm still going to be adding seasoning cubes to it. Yeah, I'll just be adding 1, like not full. This is 2. I'll just be adding half, like half of the seasoning cube. Yeah. Then I'll add my palm oil. I don't know the measurement of this palm oil. You just keep adding until your ancestor tells you it is okay. My daughter, stop adding. Don't mind me, but just like know what you want. I don't like my too like color. I just want it not just in between, not too dark, not too light. So I'll just use my eye to see if the oil is okay. I think this is okay, so I'll just stir it and voila, this is what we got. So this is our okwa porridge. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that color? So I'll just go ahead now, add my bitter leaf, my washed bitter leaf. This is optional actually, but I just like adding it. I grew up knowing I don't know, I think I saw my mother also. I don't know where I learned it from, but I know like they just add bitter leaf. But I think this is optional though. So if you like, you do. If you don't like, you skip this part. But to get this yummiest okwa, you need to. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing this yummy okwa? So yeah, we are done with the okwa part. But are you seeing this? Like, are you seeing this okwa? All right. I wish you can actually have a taste of this. You understand what I'm saying? So we are done with the okwa. I'll just let the okwa sit. Like, we'll just leave it and then proceed to our sauce. Yeah. So this is the remaining 2 of the 4 catfish. So I'll be using it for the sauce. It's already neatly and carefully washed, so it won't pieces. Now I'll be adding this seasoning cube inside, just to taste it for a taste. And then I'll be adding Scotch bonnet pepper, the pepper inside too as well. I'll just carefully do this. I don't want this to be pieces. Like, I don't want it to break. I just want it whole like this, like to be like this. So I'll carefully boil it It's been washed, remember, carefully washed to remove the sand and dirt in it. So I'll just put this pepper and then the seasoning cube you get just to taste it. So I'll just let this thing cook for I think 3 minutes or so. 3 minutes should do. And then I'll also add onion just to taste. Yeah, just cover it and then let it cook for some time. So I'm done. I've removed the fish. Now I'll just go ahead and cook the pomo. Just is it steaming? I don't know, but I'll just steam it. I'll be cook it. So I'll be adding seasoning cube as well. And then I'll also add water, like to cook it for some time. I'll add water. I'll stir it, and then I'll also add the Scotch bonnet pepper as well too. You get this food needs pepper. You need to put enough pepper. So I'll also add salt to taste. Yeah, so that's just it for the pomo. Then stir and cover it. Let it cook for at least 10 minutes or thereabouts. You get just to allow all those spices get into it. So yeah, we'll come back. So this is it after about 7 minutes or so. So I think it's okay. I'll just go ahead now and take out the pomo. Then we'll begin our sauce. Another main deal. So I'm taking out the pomo now. I'll take out the pomo and then take back the pot on fire. Yeah. In that same pot, I'll be adding oil, another palm oil. I don't know the measurements. Just keep adding until your ancestor says, "My daughter, it is okay." Don't mind me. I'm just adding. I don't have any measurement, but I'll just add. If it's okay, I know the amount of oil I want to use. So I think you do same. So I'll just stir and then add my onion. I'll just be adding onion to this now and then stir. Remember, I've already turned off the gas. So this is just the pot on the gas, no lights. So yeah, I've done it. So this is another potage as well, edible potage. So this is what they call trying to make ncha. What's it called? Ngo. I don't know how they call it, but I'm just trying to make the oil thicken with the edible potage water. I'm just trying to make it thicken, so it will help with the sauce. I think this is the way I don't know what they call it, but this is the way they make Ugba sauce. But I don't like my thick. So if you want yours thicker than this, you can go ahead and add more. So I'm going to be adding another pepper. When I mean pepper, this food needs pepper. Don't mind me, please. Just add to your taste, like the level of pepper you can take. But I add plenty pepper to mine. I'll also be adding this Cameroon pepper. As you can see, I said more pepper. So please be careful while adding yours. The amount of hot spice you can take. So I'll also be adding seasoning cube. I'll be adding 2 this time, and then I'll stir. So I'll be adding the Ugba now. I forgot to tell you, I've added the ogilisi already. I forgot to film that part, but now I'll be adding the Ugba. So I'll just stir it. Are you seeing this thing? Oh my goodness! Like, I'm telling you, camera is not doing justice to this yummy sauce. And then I'll be adding pomo. Are you looking at this pomo? Are you seeing this pomo? I'll be adding this pomo as well, and then I'll just stir everything together. Yeah, so that's just it. I'll stir everything together. Are you seeing the sauce? So if you want yours to be thicker than this, you can add more of the edible potage water. But me, I don't like it. I like the sauce dripping. So yeah, I'm adding that pepper soup spice. I've already grounded it. So I'm adding it to it as well, and then I'll just stir properly. So you just stir. Are you seeing the sauce? Are you seeing that sauce under? That is the way it is, like the yummy sauce. Are you seeing it? That is the way it's supposed to be. I don't know, but that's the way I make mine. So if you want it thicker, I think you can still add that edible potage inside. Yeah, so that is it for the sauce. And then, so I'll be adding more pepper. I tested it and it wasn't that hot for me, so I decided to add more pepper to it. So I'll just stir everything together. Now add salt, and then add salt and then stir to mix everything together. Are you seeing that sauce under? That is it. That is the real deal. Are you seeing the sauce? Honestly, I don't know why this food is sweeting me. I don't really like it, but I like making it. Like, I enjoy the process, the making process. So here I'll be adding the fish. Normally I do a separate pepper sauce for the fish, but today I just decided to do it this way. I decided to do it this way today because I feel like doing it like this. On the normal, I'll just do a separate pepper sauce for it. But it's all good. It came out so nice too as well. You'll see it came out so nice. Like, it tasted so good. Yeah, so that is it for the sauce. I'll just try and put the sauce, like make the sauce enter the fish, like get into the fish somehow. You get, so everything will mix up. If you're eating it, you'll be getting the sweetness of the sauce inside the fish as well. So that's what I'm trying to do. I don't even know what I'm saying again. That is what I'm trying to do here. Yeah. So you see, this is our sauce. Are you seeing that? So NEPA decided to take the lights. Yeah, so we are done. It's going to be serving time now. Are you seeing that? Like, are you seeing that? Are you seeing that? Forget it. Just forget it. Like, if you don't like okwa, just test this one. Just test this recipe and come back and tell me how it went. This is so good. Like, are you seeing that? Are you seeing that yummy goodness? Oh my goodness. Like, we really enjoyed eating this, to be honest with you. But are you seeing that? Just take a look. Just take a look at this food, this yummy goodness. Okay? Now, time for the sauce. Are you seeing that fish? Are you seeing that fish? Are you seeing that fish? Just forget it. Just forget it. Like, look at the sauce. Look at the Ugba. Are you seeing the way the Ugba sauce is dripping? Like, it's so moist. As in, I don't like it dried and thick. It's so moist. You see how moist it is? Just forget it. Yeah, so this is it. This is my own recipe, the way I make my own okwa, and then this yummy Ugba sauce as well. Like, you need to test this. So this is our food. So if you enjoy watching this video, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share, comment, and subscribe, please, if you're not subscribed yet, for you to see more of this kind of yummy goodness food. Okay, so I'll catch you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you try this recipe, let me know. Yeah, so it's time for eating. It's eating time. Bye.